everyone, good morning, or morning where I am at least. Welcome to today's session. We are going to be working on neck, shoulders, and like upper back area. I think that is one of the most common things that people come to me with when I'm teaching classes, especially if I teach at Globetrotters or classes for Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, Grappling, wrestling. It's always like upper back, shoulder, neck area. So first of all, I would actually say if this is an area that you struggle with, this video is good, but a lot of people don't know that chest videos, stretching your chest, is actually what improves a neck pain. So the reason for that is a lot of the times if I'm very tight in the chest, I get very pulled forward. This, typical martial arts, even if it's MMA, boxing, but also wrestling or jiu-jitsu, we're so crunched together and our chest muscles are so tight. So actually releasing chest and throat tension will actually relieve the neck so much. So if you have pain there, go and check out my chest video, stretching the chest. But we're still gonna do some stretches on that area today. And I think we're just gonna get into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to put our hands on top of our shoulders. And from here, I'm gonna see if my elbows can touch and then seeing how close they can be together. And at some point they have to go all the way around. So I'm just rolling my shoulders back, but I'm seeing, can my elbows touch? Can they stay close to my ears as I come over all the way around? So I'm just gonna do this for a few rounds. And it's not a very comfortable stretch really, almost a bit heavy. And I'm gonna do one last one. And coming down. Now from here, I'm just gonna do a upper shoulder stretch. So I'm gonna take my right hand and I'm gonna place my left, and then I'm seeing if I can wrap my hands together. Wrap my hands together, I'm gonna and I'm gonna lean a little bit forward. And just really seeing if I can get into my neck, up as much as I can, even maybe try and straighten my arms a bit. And then just moving around, seeing how far up can I pull those elbows. And I'm breathing. And I'm gonna release. And maybe I need to shake a little bit. And then I'm gonna do the opposite side. So my left goes over my right elbow. Around, and I'm wrapping my hands. Way up. And I'm breathing. Maybe even seeing if I can lean my arms a little bit forward. Pulling my elbows up. And I always say in my videos that my yoga is very dynamic. So don't be afraid to move your arms where you feel like, oh, there's the stretch. I need to move like this to get the stretch that I want. Yoga for me is not static. And this is also restorative yoga. It's not about doing it right. It's about finding your stretch where it feels good for you. So really move around, explore, see where do you need to be to actually find the stretch that you want to have. And then I'm going to come down. I'm going to shake my arms out a little bit. From here, we're going to go straight into a twist. So I'm going to just put my legs out, and then I'm pulling my left leg up. You've probably done this twist before, so I'm going to cross my elbow over on my opposite side of the knee, and I'm just gonna twist my upper body. So this isn't a twist like this. I'm seeing if I can only twist my chest, and I'm moving this hand backwards. So I'm twisting and I'm opening up. If this is too much, I can also just wrap around my knee. Don't have to go elbow over, but I can, and if I want to even deeper stretch, I'm gonna stretch that arm, and I'm gonna look over, but it's my chest that's following the direction. And I'm gonna breathe. And then when I'm ready, I'm gonna release that leg. We're gonna do the opposite side. So I'm just pulling my right leg in, my left arm comes over, and I'm just seeing if I can stretch that arm and really pulling my chest and looking towards the back. And then seeing, even though I'm twisted, if I can still breathe all the way down deep into my lungs. And releasing, coming all the way down. From here, whichever way you want, I'm gonna cross my legs and I'm just gonna come over into all hands and knees. But you can transition any way you want to. And then from here, I'm gonna put my left hand in front, putting my left hand in front of me, and I'm gonna reach up with the right. So I'm reaching all the way up, and I'm just gonna do this a few times. So I'm pulling my hand out and reaching up, seeing how far I can push that arm that's at the top to the back, keeping it straight. And I'm gonna do one more. And then when I come down, I'm gonna thread it through the loop, and then I'm gonna lie down on top of that shoulder. So I'm lying down on top of my right shoulder, and here I get to decide if I wanna have my hand up, if I wanna have it next to my face. If you want an even deeper stretch, you can wrap around your waist. So that's entirely up to you. And maybe I'm gonna move a little bit here as well. So I'm moving to the front or to the back, just to see if I can find the stretch on top of that shoulder. And then when I'm ready, I'm gonna put my hand to the mat. I'm gonna push myself up, and we're gonna do the opposite side. So I'm putting my right hand in the middle, and I'm just gonna reach up with my left, pulling it through, seeing how far can I stretch with that left hand. And we're gonna do one more. And then when I come down, I'm gonna loop this hand through, over to my left side. Coming all the way back. From here, I'm just gonna place my hands to the front. I'm gonna tuck my toes, and I'm gonna come down in to a downward facing dog. Now the first thing I wanna do here is I wanna roll my shoulders back. So I'm rolling them back into my shoulder blades, and then I'm just pushing away with my hands, which really means that I'm pushing my chest a little bit towards the ground. I don't need to have my legs straight here. I can, there's no problem having a bend in them. I'm not necessarily trying to get my heels to the ground for this pose, because now we're working on the upper back. So I'm more focused on having a little bit of bend in my knees, but I want to push my chest all the way down towards the mat. So my head is leading, my chest is leading. And I'm just seeing, and this can be quite heavy, so maybe I want to come up a little bit, take a little bit of a breath. And then I drop myself back down. And then I come back up again, take a breath. And I drop myself down one more time. And then I come back up again. And from here, I'm just gonna put my knees into the ground. And I am gonna drop just the way that I did. I might need to walk my hands a little bit further, and then here, just dropping down my chest, straightening my arms, and maybe I stop here. If you can, you put your chest all the way down, and you can choose if you want to have your forehead into the ground. I have to be a bit careful with my mic, or if I want to have my chin down on the mat and look to the front. So really getting into between those shoulder blades. But if it's too much to be this far down, I can always be here as well. So I'm just figuring out where I need to be. Some people also like to cross their hands on the top. Then I get my stretch a little bit more centralized in towards my spine. So just play around, explore, see what feels good. And I'm breathing, and then when I'm ready I come back up again, and I push myself all the way up so that I'm standing on my knees. Now from here I'm simply just gonna sit down a little bit. I'm gonna put my hands towards the back, and here I have to see how far I want my arms away. They're pointing towards my butt, and I'm just gonna lift my hips. And I'm gonna drop my neck. So maybe this is enough. If I go further away, we're gonna feel it more into my shoulders. So I'm just simply lifting my hip up a little bit. And this is what I'm saying when neck pain is actually a lot of tightness in the front shoulders and chest. Because when I see how much I can stretch in the front of my shoulders, that's what's pulling me forward. That's usually what's pulling on my neck. So like I said in the beginning of the video, check out the chest video, which is a lot more of this. And if you're able to start stretching that front throat and front chest, you're gonna get a lot of neck relief. And breathe. And we're gonna come back down again. Slowly lift up the neck. And then I might just need to shake my hands out a little bit. And then from here, I'm going to wrap my hands behind my back. Maybe this is enough. Maybe I just want to straighten my hands, lean those shoulders back or roll them back, sit here, Maybe that's enough. Maybe I want to come all the way to the front, put my head into the mat, and just straighten up and see if I can drop those shoulders down on the opposite side, down towards the mat. And I'm gonna breathe. Dropping those shoulders. And then I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna sit all the way back up. I'm gonna move more towards you. Last thing we're gonna do is just that we're gonna roll our necks. So I'm just rolling in half circles. You can do full circles if you want. I think maybe I do like almost full, but not quite. But I do as much as that I also get this side stretch on the throat. So doing half circles. And then when I find a stretch that feels really good, I'm gonna stay there. Maybe I'm gonna do a counterweight by stretching my arm on the opposite side. Maybe I just move around a little bit in that area. And I'm switching sides, finding the stretch that feels good, dropping a counterweight with the other arm. And I'm gonna release. That's it for today's class on neck, shoulders, upper back. And I hope you liked it. As always, I hope you found a favorite new stretch, which is always what I'm looking for when I'm doing yoga online. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.